Royal College, just trying to recover from what has been a Trinity storm. The Lions have stormed here in Colombo, and it has been unbelievable. You can't really think up words. Ajit is so proud. He's just trying to come up with pictures and images that can actually complement this. Nilifa Ibrahim and coach there, Dilip Selvam in the system as well. Outstanding. It really has been a magical mystery tour for Trinity this year, and they have just come good at the right time.
Yes, I spoke to Nilifa on Tuesday, and they were going into a camp, 3-day camp, and he seemed very confident that we could pull this game out. Nilifa himself coached the Kingswood side, brought them cup glory, and Trinity is privileged to have him coaching them this year, along with the foot soldier of Sri Lanka rugby, Dilip Selvam.
Well,
so
Dilip,
what a combination.
Oh yes, I was going to say that. Both Kandy lads, but I mean Dilip, look at his work rate, and I think he has imparted that courage and knowledge to these lads as well. They're very close. I saw them in the huddle there, and it's just little words that Selvam has. He's got tons of experience internationally, played years and years for Trinity and for Kandy, and then for this country as well. So there's no shortage when you got Asaf, when you got Dilip Selvam, Dilip Ibrahim, and the New Zealand coach all together. There's a lot of acumen there.
Yes, and outside the field, you have guys like Byron Fernando, Rohan Abekun, who's been inspiring this side with their knowledge. So that's the team that's working outside. Alex Lazarus, a lot of guys.
Serious stuff.
Yeah,
and of course, Rohan Abe and I go a long way back as well.
Yeah, I know that.
And the fact of the matter is, it comes down to this. It's about inspiration, Ajit.
Yes.
It's also about giving the lads the courage and the belief to translate all of that in the middle. And today, in Colombo, they have done it just magnificently.
Yes, and let's not forget the little Somasiri, the number 9 scrum half. What a game he's had today. His feed has been tremendous, and the pivot, Virakun, Rayan Virakun has been tremendous. Really feeding his backs, rearing the game, doing that drop kick, which was very important just before the close of the second half. This game has really come alive in terms of strategy and planning. It's tremendous. It's just working out.
Well, it's unbelievable. If you look at Jamaldeen on the other side up in Kandy, and then when you came here, it was Virakun has taken all of that shell from Jamaldeen. What he did in Kandy, Virakun has done here in Colombo. It's unbelievable. Here's a little bit of, it's a big ask now for Royal College, but there's still credit to them, trying to keep the engines on, but they're nowhere near.
What great ball for Trinity.
Overplay.
That little picture tells a story. This is Trinity, and that's number 11. Under the post he will go.
Oh yes, he is. Try
under the post. Okay. Tremendous. It started with that drive under 10 meter when the Royal pack was having the ball. Trinity just drove them over.
It's just unbelievable. Words fail. Trinity delighted. This is what it's all about. 39 on the board, 38 on the board now, with just a conversion to come. But it doesn't matter, Ajit. It doesn't matter. Actually, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who does what, because this sort of rugby is absolutely supreme. It's stupendous. It's the epitome of running open rugby. And Trinity, look at that. Stepped in, he knew he had the space. Hand up, try time.
That looked like a Chandrashan special in the old days. I've seen you doing that so many times, turning the speed on and just carrying down the field. This is a tremendous try.
Such control, such confidence, such vision. To be able to mark the defender. Here it is now, Virakun with the slot. Can he get it? He's got the legs. The charge happens a little bit too soon. Virakun will take his time now.
Virakun, tremendous stuff.
Yeah.
Virakun is on song. What a game he's having today. He's distributing the ball. Great pivot for Trinity today. He's working it left, right, and setting the centers off. This is a record score for Trinity. What a comeback. And I'm telling you, this shows the character of this team and the character of the school to stand up from defeat and come back like this is tremendous.
Absolutely, I can't take anything away from Trinity. I did say that it was just magical stories. And really, when you sit here up in Com and see the quality of this rugby, you begin to understand why the school game is in such a good place. And this is the epitome of it. This exemplifies everything that school rugby stands for. This is the commitment, the passion, the heart, the courage. It's the Lion in his best form.
Yes, and I think the greatest thing is how you stand up from defeat. and that's what it all talks about. And Trinity is on fire, really. And let me tell you, this game, at the beginning, you asked me what the score would be, and I said Trinity has a 30-point lead in terms of talent, but it has gone far beyond my expectations. It's 40 on the board.
It certainly does. Absolutely brilliant.
But what really talks today, Chandrashan, is the 0 there.
Exactly. They have closed Royal College down today, and that would have been part of their major plan. Trinity on fire, somebody else might be on fire as well. But the fact of the matter is, this game is logically concluded. There's about 5 minutes left on the clock, but 'tis no matter. 'Tis the way this game has been played, so clean, so hard, exemplifying what is good in this game, and with the World Cup around the corner. It's magic.
It's magic. We've got to look forward to that World Cup coming up, but this is something in the aeronautics stage, just a show, a little window to open for the World Cup. We'll see PSP is number 8 of South Africa doing his stuff. Is tremendous. Matt Field, and then Kieran Reid from New Zealand. We've got to look forward to a great season. The club season is on. This is exciting stuff where rugby is concerned.
Absolutely. The Super Rugby is on right now as we speak. But of course, the World Cup, September, October. So much to look forward to. The Lion in a better place than ever before. History in the making. Royal College under the cosh. But the game is about rugby. It's about commitment. It's about passion. Whoa!
Look at that tackle.
Beautiful. But he's still held up. Outstanding passage of play.
The sheer attitude of the Trinity players is immense. Their mental conditioning has been really great, Chandrashan. They really worked on the mental status, turning them around, changing their mindset. They come here knowing that they can do this.
Forward by Reds, turn it down, blue ball.
All right, I got to go down because I got to do a little interview downstairs. So we're going to try and run. We're going to try and run because now it's just about 3 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes of heaven for Trinity College, 3 minutes of hell for Royal College.
That would it anyway. Better or worse, but anyway, thanks Chandrashan, and it's been a tremendous game, and I believe that we are coming to the end of this great fight back by Trinity. Last week when Ravi Vijanathan asked me about the Trinity motto, I said it's Respice Fine in Latin, meaning in English, look to the end. And
always be there at the end.
And then we might add a little thing, nil desperandum, never give up hope. Never give up hope. And the Trinity, lone fighter. This is
right time, Sean Bagarova. This is a magical story for him himself because he has worked so very hard just from the top. He has the ability, he has the experience. He's shown today as a captain, but unfortunately has come a lot later than he wanted.
He has soldiered on all alone in this game without much support. I think he deserved that pride. Just to tell him, look son, you have brought a great game. Here's the highlight. Look at his angle there.
Beautiful from him, so strong. Nobody close enough, and the try in the making. He knows he's exhausted, he's done the work, and he just wishes he'd had more ball and his fly half on the park, but it wasn't to be today. Just 2 minutes on the clock past injury time. And is he curved it? No, he hasn't curved it. So it's just a 40 points to 5. An alarming scoreline for those of you joining us or who have believed that Royal College, all they had to do was sit on their 8-point lead and sort themselves out. I said this at the front. I said I am going to ask this. And I asked Abdullah at the start. I said outside, listen mate, will Royal defend that 8 points or will they attack? And he said no, they want to play positive rugby. And this is what we've got. 40 points to 5, Aja. Unbelievable.
Yes, I think the key thing, as I mentioned earlier, is the attitude, the way they came in. And that's tremendous character to come back from 2 successive losses and demoralizing losses to stand up in this situation. They also took a chance and put in young Ratwate, 15 years old, in the fullback position, in the starting lineup. And what confidence they had to do a thing like that. That's tremendous. And what a game he has had. 3rd generation Ratwate. And he didn't let this side down. This is tremendous. Royal, the closing stages of the game, just trying to close it down. Let me tell you that the game itself, Royal are still the leaders of the league tournament.
Very
so
much
they
so.
won't be too despondent because they are still heading the league tournament with a big match left against St. Peter's.
That's
But
it.
it might end up that Royal might win the league. So all's well that ends well for Royal at the end of the day. And it's a win-win situation, we would say.
Absolutely, so far 40 points to 5. Just on the clock now. It'll be on the referee's clock. Time has run. The time for Trinity College to celebrate is just beginning, and the time for Royal College to look on what might have been. But at the end of the day, Bradby, the 67th Bradby, brought to you by Singer, and Royal College in the fray has not really had anything to say today. It's been Trinity's dialogue. It's been Trinity really discussing with themselves what they wanted. And of course, Chalalai, the leader in sport. Yes, Bhagavan, he's there. Oh, Bhagavan!
There's a tremendous fight back
The
on
ball
Royal.
has to be brought back.
Offside.
Penalty. No try, no try.
Last minute.
Not to be, not to be.
Offside.
Anything.
Offside.
Nothing has
Keep
gone
their
Royal
target
College way.
Yeah. They'll take that 5 points off the board because that try was not given. It's a line out. Somebody has stepped out.
Let's have a look at the replay. The replay was the case. The replay was very straightforward. The Royal took it very quickly. There was a kick.
So it's a
There was the kick. It was after. But they're in a Honda. Beautifully done by him. Look at how quick he is on the full back. And there's a smuggle. And there's the try. But we need to have come back to the point of origin. The kids, look at those kids. Fabulous. There it is. There's the kick. The up and under. But the referee had seen the fact that the ball was knocked on slightly before. So he brought play back. Well done.
So Royal with a 27-point lead where the Bradby is concerned. And this is Trinity
Should have passed,
showing what they're
but, I think
capable
it
of,
doesn't
playing
really
the full
matter
field, the whole width of the pitch. And this
now. That's done. All
amazing.
done and delivered. Trinity win the Bradby Shield after how long, Ajit?
This is after 3 years. 3 years only, really. And it was 3 years ago when Milinda Gunawana's side with 14 freshers pulled off the Bradby with a similar win. 1 loss and 1 win. Better score in Colombo than in Kandy. This is becoming a good ground for Trinity.
There you go, Ajit. Too true. It's just the way the pendulum swings.
Yes.
Trinity College will celebrate from now. They'll celebrate from here to Kandy. And there'll be Trinitians around the world so proud, so tall today. And they deserve everything because these magnificent gladiators in the middle have done your alma mater so proud because they've played it clean, they've played it hard, and they've come back from a very dark place.
Indeed, Chandrashan, as I said, they have stood up from defeat. That's the greatest test of character that any man could have. When you're down, to stand up and come back fighting. Ravi.
It's the first time Ajit has seen a Bradby where the team has come behind and scored 40 points. Basically, they just demolished the opposition. And this is the first time I've seen a Trinity side beating Royal. And this, I think, the record score for Trinity. Probably they have beaten the previous 35 or 37, if I remember.
Yes.
And they got 40 points. A great effort, Ajit. All kudos to the Trinity side. Fantastic performance. They had full control of the game. Almost, I would say, 75 minutes of the game was under Trinity.
Yes.
Probably Royal was lucky to score a point towards the end.
Well, Ramzin, the captain, should be really given accolades because he led up front there. They have moved into number 8, but he did great from the front row position. He was in every pick and drive situation, and he was also tackling a great performance by the Trinity skipper, leading from the front, and how well the rest of the guys followed through.
Well, that was it, Ajit. I mean, it came down to simple basics. I think when Royal College came out at the start, it seemed like Royal were very content to just play standard rugby.